Ladies and gentlemen, today is January 11th, 2018, and here, daily blog number 3. So quickly go over today. Everything is pretty much red. Now, in Bitcoin, I have not lost too much. I actually held pretty well. Binance Coin, so last night we were talking about Chainlink, and I said, hey, I should sell Chainlink. It went up pretty high. So yeah, I did sell some position in Chainlink. I sold 50% of Chainlink, and it's dropping ever since. So that was a good smart move then. So I dropped 50% of Chainlink. So now I'm down to 300 shares. And then I put that in Binance, and I collect a little bit more in Binance. And guess what happened since last night? Gained 31%. So let's go back into USD and sort of talk about Binance just for a second. So right now I'm pretty down hard. So that's $1,250, but it's okay. My BTC levels are okay. We're all expecting BTC to rise back up to the top. And once that happens, you know, the markets are going to look good and money's going to be flooding back in. So just to recap, put money back into Binance. And remember how I told you guys Binance will stay pretty even on the downswing of BTC. So I guess that's what's happening. So people, when their BTC is going down, or some of these currency are going down, and they're looking at the USD component of it, they're selling their altcoins and putting it into BNB to park. As they do that, it's creating more value. On the upswings on BTC, the value of BNB to BTC to USD increases because BTC goes up. But no one is buying, no one's putting more into BNB during that time. And I need to confirm my logic, but it looks like on the downswings is when, I mean, this really, I didn't expect this on the downswings to be increasing by, you know, almost 30%. At one point it was 40%. So I'll go ahead and look at the date. I bought this yesterday. I'm at a 22% gain off of just one, and that's $75 profit. And it's not much, but still, it's better than nothing, right? $75 off of one trade. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And also, I missed the loss on Chainlink. So let me see here on Chainlink. I can't really tell, but we've been a 17% loss over this value here, so about 50 bucks. Okay. So that's BNB, and I'll keep updating about BNB, and I'm thinking I might put some more in Binance. If you need Binance, there's a referral link on my channel. I know, sell out. But let's go ahead and just sort of recap something that you know, seems much more realistic. The goal of this channel was to make 100K in 1 year. Now, it is doable. I'm not going to say I can make the right buys and I can make that happen, but it's not as easy as I thought it would be. Actually, I never thought it was that easy, but it's not as easy as last year, and that's a guarantee. So let's take a quick look at this, and I hope people all understand that the market is now $660 billion, okay? If we look at just 1 year period, we look here, it's at $15 billion, and then it goes all the way up to $650 billion. Well, let's just go to the peak, okay? Let's just maybe not that peak. Let's just round it up. 750, right? $750 billion. That's what? 50 times. 50 times 15, 50 times. So the market has increased by 50 times in 1 year. Now we are at 600, you know, some odd, you know, okay, let's just say, give it an easy number. Let's just say $500 billion. 50 times that means it'll be 25 trillion. When you look at numbers like 25 trillion, that's a lot of money, okay? That's, you know, I mean, there's a lot of money in the world, but 25 trillion is getting to a decent amount. The dot-com bubble exploded roughly around 3 trillion, or so then with including inflation, so that was 2001, that's 4 trillion today. Now, yeah, and it sort of feels like the same thing. Now, one thing that's different with the dot-com bubble, the company didn't need to make profits. all they just say is I'm an internet company, and they don't have to show any profits, right? They could be losing money, but their stock's going up. I mean, that's how it was back then. Sort of like what Bitcoin is today. I mean, hi, I got a product. It doesn't do anything, but I don't lose profits. I don't lose profits, but it doesn't do anything. And it's purely sort of the speculation that you and I say, hey, this is worth this much. You know, right? This is worth this much. So I think that's where is slightly different. So it might not be sort of like the same bubble of 2001, because the plan was for me to take a portion out when it hits about $4 trillion. And $4 trillion is, you know, let's just say it's 10 times what it is now. Now, if I get 10 times what it is now, yeah, you know, I better, if market cap increases by 10 times, I better make the damn trades to hit 100K. So I need to hit, yeah. So let's hope for this dip to hit 500K, all right, or $500 billion. That's what I want. I want to see this, you know, this graph just drop a little bit of market share. We have a lot of new users now, and people are going to put more money in. We'll see if this is going to be an exponential gain, because it's sort of, you know, this was ridiculous from 15 all the way up to, you know, $830 billion. It's a lot of money. We'll probably hit trillion. Well, it's inevitable that we'll hit $1 trillion. Okay, and for everybody that's freaking out, you know, when you see nothing but red, right? When you see nothing but red on your stocks. Well, I'm actually, is that right? Is BTC just went up since I've been talking? Oh, in the last hour, it did go up 1.3%. Okay, well, that helps out a little bit. I just looked at a couple 30 minutes ago. But yeah, and today was all red except Binance, so that was interesting. So that I want to just talk about, that's the market cap, and you know what your potential outcome should be. Let's just give you a quick example of what it means to have a 50 times increase in market cap. And I thought this was pretty cool finding. So there's this is $10 invested per coin at the top 100 on last year, January 1st of 2017. And he put in all his numbers. And it comes out exactly $10. And look at this, 48 times gain, right? This one, 33 times gain, 24 times gain, 14 times, I mean 140 times, you know. So there's some ridiculous numbers. And if you look, and this is the really crazy component of it, not too many failed. And the website's like bugging out right now, but if you look, barely any failed. So, and majority of the things succeeded. Can I potentially use this logic now? I could. This guy gained from 1,000, that's 81 times. Market cap increased by 50 times. He gained 81 times. Yeah. So just, if for me, let's just say market cap increases by 10 times. I don't think it's going to hit it this year, though. $1 trillion is a lot. I think we just opened up the doors for a lot of people, and a lot of conversations are going to happen. But prediction to 2 trillion, I think it's sometime next year, or excuse me, in year 2020. And I could totally be wrong, but I think we'll hit at least 1.5. I think that's a very reasonable number, and very conservative, I think. So I'll leave that alone with that. So just keep in mind, so a lot of people coming into the market think they're gonna blow up in a lot of cash. No, wait a minute, guys. It's gonna slow down from here, okay? And it's gonna be smart investments and making good investments that will win you the dollars. I'm gonna backtrack just one more point before I take this off. Is one way that there's a potential that we could all, or not all, but one way that there's going to be losers, right? The one way that we could get ahead of the game is not to buy in shit coins, okay? And if there is consolidation of these coins to you know, top 30, maybe 40, but it's everything else doesn't have a product, everything else is just garbage, that might say something, right? So then there is a potential, and my friend, this is what he's planning on doing, is he invested everything into Icon, and he's predicting 50 times, or excuse me, 5 times what current value is. And right now, if you really look, oh, is that right? No way, that's not right. Oh my God, that looks like a great buy, and I don't know, is that? So if this is accurate right now, if that is accurate, I'm going to buy Icon. And I will sell Stellar for it, but I don't think that's accurate. BTC. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's what I bought it at. Excuse me. And that's IOTA. That's what I bought it at. I sometimes I really, oh, excuse me, that's what it is. My apologies. Yeah, if it would drop that low, there's like, I'm grabbing everything. I think Icon will probably come down a little bit. If it drops below 6,000, it's the biggest deal ever. Okay, because this once the FUD or FUD stops with Korea about this banning and these raids and all this drama associated with it, once that stops and people have confidence back into Korea, this is gonna pop. And just real quick, this is what I have to show you guys what I mean by this. Cryptocurrency. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Come on. Let's just do it this way. South Korean government reaffirms there will be no trading ban. But however, if you look at CNBC, a whole bunch of random other sites, they're talking about how it's, you know, they're banning it. So a basic Google search. Korea bans crypto. Talks about South Korea's crypto ban. CNBC. Crypto. Ban. No. That's not a ban. It's, what they're saying is they need to put regulations. And I totally get it. They need regulations. If you're making $200,000 off of crypto, because, yeah, you just, you know, it's a market and people put money in the market. Yeah, I mean, you know, you made that off of somebody else too, by the way. So you put 200,000. If you sell 200,000, you made that off someone that was willing to buy it at that point. But you made 200,000. You have some income. You should be taxable for it. So regulation is good, and it sort of legitimizes the currency. Now, if they straight out ban it, that's a different story. But all right, enough ranting for today. I know I went all over the place. Feel free to subscribe. Just give me a thumbs up and comment, please. Anything I could do to make this better. Thank you very much.